Welcome back, coin collectors and enthusiasts. In today's video, we're diving into the world of ultra-rare Lincoln Memorial pennies. These coins aren't just valuable, they're true treasures, some of which can be worth millions of dollars. If you think you've got a penny lying around, it's time to take a closer look. You might just have a fortune in your hands. So, let's count down the top 5 most valuable and rare Lincoln Memorial 1-cent pennies that are worth millions of dollars. Today, we've got an exciting coin in the spotlight that you might not expect to be worth much, but this one really holds some hidden value: the 2007 D Mint Mark Lincoln Memorial 1-cent penny. It's not just any regular penny. We're diving deep into the history, the value, and why it could be worth a staggering $9,872 today. Stick around to find out all the details about why this coin has become such a valuable find for collectors and investors alike. So, what makes the 2007 D Mint Mark Lincoln Memorial penny so special? Well, the 2007 year marks a transitional time for the Lincoln cent. As many of you know, the Lincoln Memorial design, which had been used for more than 50 years, was replaced in 2009 with a new design to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 200th birthday. That means the 2007 D Mint Mark penny is one of the last of its kind before the big change. First, let's talk about the coin's design. The 2007 penny still features the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, a design that was first introduced in 1959. But, as I mentioned, this design was soon to be replaced. So, it marks a point in history where collectors are eager to secure these pennies before they're out of circulation forever. On the obverse, of course, you have the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This image has been on the penny since it was first introduced in 1909. It's one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. For the 2007 penny, the obverse design remained the same, maintaining the enduring image of Lincoln with the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year of minting. Now, let's move on to the mint mark. You may have noticed a D in the mint mark, which signifies that this penny was minted at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint has been producing coins since 1906, and it's known for creating some of the most historically significant coins in U.S. history. It's safe to say that any coin with a D Mint mark carries a certain degree of rarity, especially when it comes to coins like the 2007 D Lincoln Memorial penny. Now, let's dig into the real question. Why is this penny worth so much money? Most pennies you'll find in circulation today are worth, well, 1 cent. But rare or uncirculated coins can command significantly higher prices. The 2007 D penny falls into this category for a couple of reasons. First, there are very few in circulation today in mint condition, which is one of the key factors that contribute to its increased value. Uncirculated pennies, especially those in gem-quality condition, can fetch a higher price at auctions or in private sales. But that's not all. There are certain special editions and variations of the 2007 D penny that make it even more valuable. For example, certain era coins, where the minting process didn't go exactly as planned, are worth a lot more than regular coins. For instance, some 2007 D pennies may have been struck with double dies or have other noticeable errors, which makes them even more desirable to collectors. These variations can make the value of the coin jump significantly, sometimes into the thousands of dollars range, depending on the severity and rarity of the error. The history behind these coins is also something that collectors find appealing. As we move further into the 21st century, coins like the 2007 D penny represent a snapshot of a specific time in American history. These pennies were produced in large quantities and spent years circulating in everyday life. Yet, as time passes, they become harder to find in pristine condition, which makes those in mint or near mint state much more valuable. If you're lucky enough to come across a 2007 D penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could easily be sitting on a coin worth over $9,000. Yes, that's right. In today's market, certain 2007 D pennies have been selling for close to $9,872, especially those with unique characteristics or errors. It's an impressive sum for a coin that originally only cost a single penny when it was minted. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for these rare finds. Auctions have seen bidding wars over these coins, with some rare editions going for much more than the current market value. What makes the 2007 D penny even more fascinating is how its value has evolved over time. When it was first released, it wasn't seen as anything special, but over the years, its scarcity and pristine condition combined with the ongoing interest from collectors has caused its value to increase exponentially. For those of you who are just starting to collect coins or want to know what to look out for when sorting through your spare change, keep your eyes peeled for the 2007 D Mint Mark Lincoln Memorial Penny. While the regular ones might only be worth face value, the rare ones with errors or in perfect condition could be worth thousands of dollars. Now, let's take a quick look at some tips for identifying valuable 2007 D pennies. First, examine the condition of the coin. Mint state pennies are worth more than those that have been heavily worn or damaged. If you find a penny that looks like it has never been used or has little to no wear, you may have a valuable one. Then, check for errors. Some common errors in the 2007 D penny include double dies, repunched mint marks, and off-center strikes. These errors can greatly increase the value of the coin. If you suspect that your 2007 D penny might have one of these errors, consider having it graded by a professional to get an accurate value. In summary, the 2007 D Mint Mark Lincoln Memorial 1-cent penny is a coin that many collectors are keeping an eye on. While it may seem like just another penny at first glance, its historical significance, potential for errors, and increasing rarity make it a valuable find. If you're lucky enough to have one in perfect or near perfect condition, you could be sitting on a coin worth thousands of dollars. So, keep checking your change and remember, even the smallest coins can sometimes be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on rare and valuable coins. And if you have any 2007 D pennies or any other interesting coins in your collection, let us know in the comments below. Who knows, maybe you have a hidden treasure right in your pocket. Until next time, happy collecting! Welcome back to the channel, coin enthusiasts. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on any of our exciting content about valuable coins. Today, we have a fascinating subject lined up for you. We'll be diving deep into the world of the 1983 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a coin that's worth a lot more than you might think. Its value has caught the attention of collectors and investors alike, and if you happen to have one in your collection, you might just be holding on to a piece of history that's worth more than you expected. So, let's get started and explore the value, history, and significance of the 1983 D Lincoln penny. First, let's talk about the history behind the 1983 D Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. The Lincoln penny, designed by Victor David Brenner, has been in circulation since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. The image of Abraham Lincoln has been a symbol of the penny for over a century, and in 1983, the design was still going strong. The 1983 Lincoln penny is no exception, and while it might seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, there are some key factors that set it apart from the rest. Before we get into the specifics of this particular penny, let's take a quick look at what was going on in 1983. The United States was still feeling the effects of the economic turmoil of the late 1970s and early 1980s. Inflation was high, and the country was in the midst of a recovery. During this time, the U.S. Mint was continuing to produce large numbers of pennies to meet the demands of everyday commerce. But there was a significant change that year. In 1982, the Mint made a major adjustment to the penny's composition. It had previously been made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but rising copper prices led the Mint to switch the composition to 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper, with a thin copper plating. This change marked a significant shift in the composition of pennies and has led to some interesting results when it comes to determining the value of certain pennies, particularly those produced before and after the switch. Now, the 1983 D Lincoln penny is part of this transition, but it's more than just a typical penny. It's one of the coins that has intrigued collectors for years. So, why is the 1983 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny so valuable? To answer this, we need to look at a couple of important factors: rarity, condition, and demand. First up, rarity. As you know, not all pennies are created equal. While most coins produced by the U.S. Mint are common and are worth their face value, some coins are minted in lower quantities or with unique characteristics that make them stand out. In the case of the 1983 D Lincoln penny, it's the combination of the low mintage and its unique composition change that has made it particularly rare. Because the Mint switched the composition of the penny starting in 1982, collectors are always on the lookout for pennies from the early 1980s, especially those from the transitional year of 1983. There were millions of pennies minted in 1983, but not all of them are in good condition, and only a small number of them have characteristics that make them stand out to collectors. Now, let's talk about condition. As with any coin, the condition is crucial when determining its value. Coins that are well preserved and free from damage or wear tend to command higher prices. The 1983 D penny is no exception. When looking for a valuable 1983 D penny, collectors are interested in finding coins that are in uncirculated or near mint condition. These coins are often graded by professional coin grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, which assign a grade based on the coin's condition. Coins that are graded higher, such as MS, mint state, 65 or higher, are worth significantly more than those with lower grades, like those that show signs of wear or damage. But what really makes the 1983 D penny stand out is its unique worth on the market today. As of now, the current market value of a well-preserved 1983 D mint mark Lincoln penny is around $60,999. That's right, you could be holding on to a coin worth almost $61,000 if you have a high-grade version of this particular penny. This makes it one of the most valuable pennies from the 1980s, and it's a great example of how certain coins can increase in value over time. So, how did the 1983 D penny reach such a high value? Well, the demand for rare and high-quality coins has always been strong among collectors, but the 1983 D penny's value has been bolstered by its historical significance and its status as a key coin from the transition period in U.S. minting. In addition, the growing interest in collecting coins as an investment has made it even more sought after. Coins like the 1983 D penny are considered a great investment by some collectors because of their potential to appreciate in value over time. One important thing to note is that while the 1983 D penny is valuable, not every 1983 D penny will fetch such a high price. The coin's value is directly tied to its condition, and the vast majority of 1983 D pennies in circulation are in average to poor condition, making them worth only a small fraction of the $60,999 value we mentioned earlier. However, if you happen to have a 1983 D penny that has been well preserved, graded highly, and is free from damage, you may have just found yourself a small fortune. Now, if you're wondering how you can tell if your 1983 D penny is worth such a high amount, there are a few key indicators to look out for. First, check the mint mark. The 1983 D penny has a D mint mark located to the right of Abraham Lincoln's portrait. The D indicates that the coin was minted at the Denver Mint. This mint mark is important because it differentiates the coin from other pennies minted in 1983, such as those with no mint mark, which were minted in Philadelphia. After confirming the mint mark, the next step is to evaluate the condition of the coin. Look for signs of wear or damage, such as scratches, discoloration, or dents. If your penny looks like it has been well preserved with little to no visible wear, it may be worth taking to a professional grader for evaluation. In conclusion, the 1983 D Lincoln 1-cent penny is a coin that many collectors and investors keep an eye on. Its value, which is currently estimated at around $60,999, makes it one of the most sought-after coins from the 1980s, and its historical significance only adds to its allure. If you happen to come across a well-preserved 1983 D penny, don't overlook its potential value. It may just be the key to unlocking a rare and valuable piece of American history. That's it for today's deep dive into the 1983 D mint mark Lincoln penny. I hope you found this video informative and exciting. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with fellow coin enthusiasts. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more valuable coin content. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny like the 1983 D Lincoln penny, or if you have any questions about coin collecting. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting for those rare coins. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we have an exciting topic that could change the way you look at your pocket change. You might have a coin in your collection or in your change jar that's worth a surprising amount of money, the 1985 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Hold on to your seats, because this little penny could be worth as much as $32,897 in today's market. Let's dive deep into its history, its rarity, and why it's so valuable today. To understand why this penny is so valuable, let's start with a bit of background. The United States Mint has always been responsible for producing coins, but in 1985, something unusual happened with the Lincoln 1-cent penny. Typically, each coin produced by the U.S. Mint has a mint mark. The mint mark indicates where the coin was produced. For example, D stands for Denver and P stands for Philadelphia. However, in 1985, a number of pennies were struck in the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark. These coins were intended to have the P mint mark, but due to an error in the process, some pennies were mistakenly produced without it.so. Why is a missing mint mark such a big deal? Well, mint marks are part of what makes coins identifiable and traceable to a specific minting location. Coins without mint marks are rare, and collectors highly value these errors because they are uncommon. In the case of the 1985 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, its rarity alone significantly drives up its market value. The U.S. Mint produces billions of pennies each year, but errors like these are not common. The 1985 no mint mark penny is not something you'll find every day, and the fact that it slipped through the cracks without being noticed at first makes it a prized find for any serious coin collector. Now, let's talk about value. You may be wondering, how did a coin that's essentially a penny end up being worth $32,897? The answer lies in its rarity, its condition, and the demand from collectors. While most 1985 pennies are only worth 1 cent, the ones missing the mint mark are worth significantly more due to their scarcity and the fact that they were produced in error. The 1985 no mint mark penny has been evaluated by professionals and coin grading experts, and when found in pristine condition, it can fetch as much as $32,897 in today's market. That's a remarkable return for a coin that was originally worth just 1 cent. So, what makes a coin like this so valuable in the world of numismatics? Well, several factors come into play. First, the condition of the coin is key. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition, with little to no wear or scratches, are worth more. These coins are often graded by professionals, and their value is determined by their grade. When it comes to the 1985 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, the ones in MS 65 or higher grades are considered to be of the most significant value. MS stands for mint state, and a grade of 65 means the coin is in almost perfect condition, showing only minor imperfections. Coins graded lower may still hold value, but they won't be worth as much as those in mint condition. One thing to keep in mind is that the rarity of the 1985 no mint mark penny also plays a significant role in its value. Only a small number of these pennies were ever produced, and as more collectors discover this error, the demand for them continues to grow. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with unique characteristics, such as missing mint marks, rare varieties, or production errors. The 1985 no mint mark penny fits perfectly into this category, which is why it's so highly sought after in the numismatic world. Another reason this penny is worth so much is the active coin market and auctions where these coins are sold. High-end collectors, dealers, and auction houses often find themselves competing for the rarest of the rare. When a 1985 no mint mark penny surfaces at an auction, it's not uncommon for the price to reach tens of thousands of dollars. As more buyers enter the market, the value of these coins continues to increase. And what about the future? Well, as time goes on and fewer 1985 no mint mark pennies remain in circulation, it's likely that their value will only continue to rise. The coins that have survived the test of time, in good condition, will become even rarer as the years pass. If you think you might have a 1985 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny in your collection, it's time to take a closer look. Be sure to check its condition carefully, and if it looks like it might be a candidate for grading, you might want to consider sending it off to a professional grading service. A certified coin can fetch a significantly higher price than an ungraded one, as collectors value those with an official grade.so. If you've got one of these rare 1985 no mint mark pennies sitting around, you could be sitting on a gold mine. It's always a good idea to stay informed about the coin market, as things can change rapidly in the world of rare and collectible coins. That's it for today's deep dive into the 1985 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. If you found this information helpful, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more coin-related content. And remember, one small penny could be worth a lot more than you think. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Welcome back, coin collectors and enthusiasts! In today's video, we are diving deep into one of the most sought-after coins in the United States, the 1988 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, with a surprising current market value of $45,972. If you have one of these in your collection, or if you're just starting to get into coin collecting, this is an episode you definitely don't want to miss. So, what makes the 1988 D Lincoln penny so valuable? We'll discuss its history, rarity, value, and the reasons behind its worth. Let's get started. The history of the 1988 D Lincoln penny first. Let's take a step back and understand the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent, one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, it has gone through several design changes, with the most significant being the switch from the original wheat reverse to the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959, and later, the Union Shield reverse in 2010. The 1988 D penny features the classic Abraham Lincoln portrait on the obverse, front, of the coin. On the reverse, you'll find the familiar Lincoln Memorial design, which was used on the back of pennies from 1959 to 2008. This design honors the 16th President of the United States and his legacy. The D Mint mark on this coin indicates that it was produced in Denver, Colorado, one of the two main U.S. mint facilities where pennies are struck, the other being Philadelphia. The 1988 D penny was struck in large numbers, with billions being produced. But despite the high mintage, this particular coin has become extremely rare and valuable due to some fascinating circumstances. The 1988 D penny and its rarity. The 1988 D Lincoln penny was initially produced as part of the standard production run of pennies, meaning there are many of them out there. So, why is it worth so much today? Well, it all comes down to the coin's specific characteristics and the rarity of the high-grade examples that have survived the years in pristine condition. One of the main reasons why the 1988 D penny is so valuable is because of its rare error variance and the premium quality specimens that have been preserved over time. When we talk about coins that can fetch a high price at auction, we're usually referring to coins that were either misstruck, have rare features, or have been kept in exceptional condition. Among the most coveted of the 1988 D pennies are those in mint state or near mint state. These coins are in almost perfect condition with no wear on the design, and their lustrous finish is still visible. Coins like these are in high demand among collectors because of how difficult it is to find them in such pristine condition. Another factor contributing to the value of the 1988 D penny is the scarcity of error coins. Over the years, a few examples of the 1988 D penny have surfaced with unique minting mistakes, such as double dies or off-center strikes. Coins with these errors are highly prized by collectors and can fetch a much higher price than regular ones. The market value of the 1988 D penny. Now, let's talk about the current market value of the 1988 D Lincoln penny. As of today, a high-grade 1988 D penny can be worth up to $45,972. That's a staggering amount for a coin that was originally worth just 1 cent. But how does a coin that was mass-produced in the billions come to be valued at such a high figure? The answer lies in the market's demand for rare, high-quality specimens and error coins. Coins like the 1988 D penny, which have been kept in excellent condition over the years, are becoming increasingly rare as more of them are damaged, worn down, or lost. As the supply of pristine examples dwindles, the demand for these rare pieces grows, driving up their price. Error coins, in particular, can be worth significantly more than regular versions. If you happen to come across an error 1988 D penny, such as a double die or off-center strike, you could be holding a coin worth thousands of dollars, if not more. These errors are difficult to spot unless you know what to look for, so make sure you carefully examine any pennies you come across to see if they have unique characteristics. How to identify a valuable 1988 D penny? So, how can you identify whether the 1988 D penny you have is worth money? Well, it all comes down to condition and any potential errors. Here are some tips for identifying a valuable 1988 D penny. Check the mint mark. Ensure the coin has the D mint mark, which indicates it was minted in Denver. Without this mint mark, it won't be the coin you're looking for. Look for high-grade coins, coins in near-perfect condition, with little to no wear on the design, are the most valuable. Check for sharp details in Lincoln's portrait and the surrounding features. A well-preserved coin will have its original luster intact. Examine for errors. Look for any unique minting mistakes. Double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks are some of the errors that can make the 1988 D penny more valuable. If you spot any of these, it might be worth sending it to a professional grader for certification. Get a professional opinion. If you think you might have a valuable 1988 D penny, consider taking it to a professional numismatist or sending it to a grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations can assess the coin's authenticity, grade, and potential value. The 1988 D Lincoln 1-cent penny is a fantastic example of how a seemingly common coin can become worth a lot of money over time. Whether it's due to its high-grade condition or a rare error, the 1988 D penny has become one of the most valuable pennies in the market today, with a current market value of up to $45,972. If you happen to find one of these pennies in your collection or while coin hunting, make sure to examine it carefully. You might just have a hidden gem that could be worth a small fortune. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the 1988 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin videos. If you have any questions or thoughts about this coin or other valuable coins, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Happy coin hunting, and remember, your next treasure might be right in your pocket. Welcome to today's video where we dive into the fascinating world of rare coins, and in particular, one coin that has gained significant attention among collectors, the 2005 D Mint Mark Lincoln Memorial 1-cent penny. This little piece of history holds a surprising amount of value, and in today's video, we will uncover its backstory, rarity, and why it could be worth much more than you might expect, with a current market value of $5,972. The story of the Lincoln Memorial 1-cent penny starts in 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This penny, known for its iconic image of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, has undergone several design changes over the years, but it remains one of the most beloved coins in U.S. currency. In 2005, something remarkable happened with this seemingly ordinary penny, especially those minted at the Denver Mint. The 2005 D Mint Mark Lincoln Memorial 1-cent penny features the familiar design of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor D. Brenner, and the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. What sets the 2005 D penny apart from the rest of its series is a variety of factors that contribute to its rarity and high value. Now, most coins produced by the U.S. Mint are struck in massive numbers, making them common and, in turn, less valuable. However, in the case of the 2005 D penny, some coins were minted with a variety of striking errors, which makes them highly sought after by collectors. These errors could range from minor minting flaws to major design anomalies that make these coins significantly more valuable than their face value. As we look deeper into the history of the 2005 D penny, we need to understand the minting process. The U.S. Mint produces billions of pennies each year, but not every coin comes out perfectly. Small variations and imperfections can make a coin unique, and in some cases, these differences contribute to higher demand in the coin collecting community. For example, one of the most valuable types of 2005 D pennies is one with a double die error. This error causes certain features of the coin, particularly the inscriptions, to appear doubled, making the coin stand out among others. So why does this particular coin hold such significant value? The answer lies in its rarity. While the Denver Mint produced millions of pennies in 2005, only a small percentage of them are in perfect condition or have these unique errors. This rarity makes them incredibly desirable to collectors, which in turn drives up the price. If you've ever found a 2005 D Lincoln Memorial penny in your pocket change, you might not have known just how valuable it could be. The value of the 2005 D Mint Mark Lincoln Memorial 1-cent penny has been steadily climbing, and depending on the condition, certain specimens can be worth thousands of dollars. One of the key factors influencing the value is the coin's condition. Coins in mint state, or those that show little to no wear, are worth significantly more than those that have been circulated extensively. The 2005 D penny in mint condition could fetch a price of $5,972 in today's market. This value can fluctuate, of course, depending on the market demand, the specific error type, and the overall condition of the coin. The market for rare coins, especially pennies, has been growing in recent years. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that are in pristine condition or have rare characteristics, such as minting errors. The 2005D penny, with its potential for errors like the doubled die, is a prime example of why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for certain coins. Now, let's break down how to identify if you have one of these rare, valuable coins. First, it's important to carefully examine your 2005D penny. Look closely at the details, particularly on the reverse side, where the Lincoln Memorial is featured. In a double die error, you'll notice that some of the lettering, such as E pluribus unum or United States of America, appears to be doubled. This doubling can be subtle, but with a keen eye and a magnifying glass, you should be able to spot it. Another important factor is the condition of the coin. Coins that are in mint state, or have been graded as MS65 or higher, are more likely to be worth a significant amount. Coins that show signs of wear and tear, or that have been handled or stored improperly, are typically worth less. So, if you think you might have a 2005D mint Mark Lincoln Memorial penny that could be worth a lot of money, it's worth getting it appraised. A professional coin grader can help assess the coin's authenticity and condition, and they can give you an accurate estimate of its market value. But before you go rushing to check your pocket change for a 2005D penny, it's important to note that not every coin will be worth thousands of dollars. While a 2005D penny in excellent condition or with a minting error could bring in a substantial sum, most of the coins produced that year are still just worth their face value of 1 cent. The key is finding that rare, pristine specimen with unique features that make it stand out. As for the current market value of the 2005D mint Mark Lincoln Memorial 1 cent penny, it's estimated to be worth $5,972, but this can vary. The market for rare coins is always fluctuating, and demand can change based on collector interest, the availability of coins, and other economic factors. If you're lucky enough to have one of these valuable pennies in your collection, consider holding on to it. The value may continue to increase over time, and who knows, you might find yourself sitting on a small fortune in the future. In conclusion, the 2005D mint Mark Lincoln Memorial 1 cent penny is a fascinating example of how something as simple as a penny can have tremendous value. Whether you find one with a minting error or in exceptional condition, this coin represents a piece of American history that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. With its current market value of $5,972, it's clear that the 2005D penny is more than just spare change. It's a rare and valuable piece of currency that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing insights into the world of rare coins. Who knows what other hidden treasures you might have in your collection? Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting!